And the other beauty of this place is there's no French on here today, so just up past the van, up through the gate is the big lake. My rods are just up there, about 20 metres away. I can hear from the remote. I can be up there in no time at all. There's open water, no snags. My rods are up there. We're sort of trying to double our chances here. We're getting near the end of our holiday, and we've got today, we can fish tomorrow, and then Saturday, sadly, we've got to go home. But it's been a really special place, an absolutely fantastic time, with some great fish caught as well. Well, here I am up on the top lake. This is the bigger of the two lakes, approximately 5 acres. There's some stunning fish in this one as well. They go to mid-40s in here. I've got 3 rods out, spaced across the water. I'm the only one here. The owner's shut the cafe. He's gone back up to his house for the afternoon. Be lovely just to get one of the big girls out of this lake. It's just such a gorgeous, peaceful place. Beautiful setting, surrounded by woodland. There's lots of wildlife about as well, wild boars, coypu, deer, loads of birds, kingfishers, buzzards, lizards. We've seen sand lizards, lots of toads and things like that as well. Beautiful place to be, very unspoilt.
On that rock.
A French frog!
You can see by the wind turbines it's a little bit more windy today. They're certainly going around faster than they have been all week. Everything seems so fresh and rejuvenated after the rain we've had. Everything looks somehow more green and lush. Such a pretty place. I know I keep saying it, but it's just an absolutely gorgeous place to be. This shows the top lake off to its best. 5 acres of lake, and its lovely woodland setting in this gorgeous valley. I don't know whether you can pick it up on the video, but they're shooting in the background. There's a hunting lodge nearby. Over in the corner here is the gate, tucked away behind the trees, down to the mobile homes where we're staying, which are tucked down here behind the wood. The smaller lake just down there behind the trees. It's the one we've concentrated most on because it's ours. Nobody else is fishing it at all for the week. It's solely for our use, and we have use of the top lake as well. Because it's been wet today, there's been no French. They come here to fish for the put and take trout. They fish very, very crude methods. It's quite amusing to see. They use huge floats, big hooks, sweet corn in the main. And pretty much anything they catch is taken home for the pot. Our hosts have been superb. Our food has been superb, and as holidays go, I really can't fault it. It has just been a wonderful place to be. I can't wait to come back. This is my first fish, I think, from the top lake. Screamed off, thought it was going to be a much bigger fish than it is. It's definitely a double. Let's put him on a scale, see what he weighs. Well, this is the future of the lake here. This is one of the new stockies. It's a fast growing strain. Looks awfully like a Simo to me. It's the same deep body, sparse scales. Pretty little thing. I know they've put some in to safeguard the stocks for the future. This one weighs, I don't know, about £3. Pretty little fish. Has one hook mark in its mouth and it's mine. It's never been caught before. We just put it back. Go and grow big. Another long common with a huge head, £20, 2 ounces. So big, huge tail, such a powerful fish, long plodding fight. This is our last day. I should be sad to leave. Let's put it back.
Get a grip.
Well done, girl.
First one in a while for Margot, £13.5, stalked from the margins. Seems to be her favourite tactic. Oh, this one's an old warrior. You certainly recognise him if you see him on his back. He's got this huge chunk. Looks like he's been hit by a boat propeller or something at some time in his life. £13.5. Been a very quiet day today. Had a fish this morning. It's now sort of late evening, and this is the second fish of the day. It's been raining all day. I don't think they really like the cold water going in the lake. We're going to get up early tomorrow just to have one last little fish before we leave, and we're on our way home tomorrow. It's just been a great holiday. Well, Margot seems to be struggling for the fish, but when she gets them, look at this for a common carp. £18.5 of absolutely pristine, deep-bodied, beautiful French carp. At last she's smiling again.
Yeah, too true.
Happy holidays. What a beautiful fish, absolute stunner.
And I've sat in the rain for hours for this.
Absolutely beautiful fish. It's 6:30 in the morning on our last day. It's rained hard all night. We didn't fish during the night, but we've recast now. Trying to steal a couple of extra hours before we have to go for the ferry. It's very still and peaceful this morning. The bats are still flying around. A few fish have been crashing out in the lake this morning. I think they've probably got used to the cold water now. It went very quiet yesterday. Let's hope for one more fish each before we leave. It's getting light really quickly now. Everything's very fresh. The rain in the night's made everything smell nice, as it always does. You can probably hear the water coming out of the outlets. You can hear it trickling away. We've had quite a lot of rain in the last 2 days. The level in the lake's gone up a good 3 or 4 inches, I would have said. So there's an awful lot of cold water going in, which I think is what's put the carp off the feed a bit. We'll talk about last gasp fish. We're just sort of thinking we ought to pack up ready for breakfast to make our journey home. And Margot's had a screaming run. Looks like she's going to take the honours of the last fish of the holiday. Let's hope she gets him in.
What?
You smile. Well, here it is, £16, absolutely pristine mirror, no hook marks in its mouth, not a scale missing on its body. Beautiful, very nice, very pretty fish. Fitting end.
I'm going fishing